haunted houses have artificial blood and scary ghouls, but others are bone-chilling. Every year, haunted houses get scarier, and more individuals are eager for adventure. We search the planet for the greatest, and there are many. If you are a ghost hunter, calling for a ghost, or an addict for a horrific experience, the following list has everything you're looking for. So, without any further ado, let's get into today's video of the top 10 scariest haunted houses around the world. Number 10. Lizzie Borden House, Fall River. Several folks claim that a haunting face shows up over the wash basin in the basement, where blood-soaked clothes would have been cleaned right after Andrew and Abby Borden were killed with an axe in 1892. Who might have done it? Lizzie, Andrew's daughter, was found not guilty at the original trial, possibly because the judge made a mistake. People say that she, Andrew, and her stepmother Abby still live in the house together with kids who play with pebbles upstairs, and whose mother drowned them in the well in the basement next door. If you really want to see the Lizzie Borden residence, try to go in August, when the anniversary events are held. Number 9. House of Death, New York. The city is possibly too scared to shut its eyelids since 22 ghosts are said to haunt the House of Death, a renowned brick building on 5th Avenue. Are these 22 ghosts paying rent? In any scenario, the most popular ghost is Mark Twain, who inhabited here from 1900 to 1901. The saddest spirit is that of a 6-year-old girl whose dad, Joel Steinberg, knocked her to death in 1987. Locals say they had also witnessed a woman in white and a gray cat, and the young girl. Number 8. The Castle, Beaufort. The most well-known antebellum house in Beaufort, South Carolina, also serves as one of the greatest spooky places in the city. And although the building started in the 1850s, the home was only half done when it was taken over by the government in 1861 to be used as a military hospital during the Civil War. The hospital's morgue was in a building behind the residence, and there are rumors that bodies were buried on the home's extensive grounds. Just after the war had ended and the house was finished, strange things started happening there. One of the ghosts is Gouch, a French dwarf joker who moved into the region in the 16th century. The palace is private, but it is sometimes accessible for visits and occasions if you desire to experience it yourself. Number 7. Molly Brown House, Denver. Margaret Brown struggled for laborers' rights and the opportunity to vote. She was given the Legion of Honor Medal for her work in France during World War I. But the thing that people recall most about her is that she lived through the Titanic sinking. People say that she, her hubby, and her mom still live in her Victorian house, which is now a museum. Tourists say they've watched ghosts in the dining hall, smelled something strange, and witnessed the furniture move and light bulbs unhook. Number 6. The Sally House, Atchison. In one of the haunted houses in the USA, the bad power is said to come from a mishandled appendectomy. At the time of the century, a 6-year-old girl died with an emergency operation without a general anesthetic. She is said to trouble the home. In the 1990s, a family who resided in the Sally House told their story on the television program Sightings. They talked about flying object, frequent hauntings, and a mix of scraping, bilking, and pushing. The home is now empty, but paranormal scientists love to stay there. Ordinary citizens can also stay for the night for around $100 per individual. Number 5. Bell Witch Farm, Adams. A lady named Kate Batts thought her neighbor, John Bell, deceived her for a piece of property. This is an old story about neighbors fighting. In the early 1800s, when she was dying, she promised she would always glorify him. The outcome was chaos for the Bell family, who said they were attacked physically, listened to chains being pulled across the floors, and heard sounds coming from the walls. They also said they had seen strange living creatures on their land, like a dog with a rabbit's head. From May to October, you can now enjoy a tour in the Bell's Witch Cave, and a copy of John Bell's log cabin. Number 4. The Snedeker House, Southington. In the 1980s, the Snedeker family stayed in this haunted mansion, which used to be a funeral home. The crazy things that happened there gave rise to a famous horror movie called The Haunting in Connecticut. Throughout 2 years, the Snedeker mom and dad said that evil spirits beat them up and sodomized them. They also said that a weird man with long black hair would sometimes visit their son Philip. Number 3. Lemp Mansion, St. Louis. The Lemp family ran the Lemp Brewing Company, a mainstay in St. Louis before Prohibition. Between 1904 and 1949, 4 individuals from the family gunned down themselves. 3 of them did so within the 33-room Victorian villa, where they are said to live and scare people. Ever since it's been transformed into a restaurant and tavern, you can discover the tunnel system with Gothic arches and go on a ghost tour. Number 2. The Laurie House, New Orleans. COVID brought interest back to this well-known place in the French Quarter. In the sequence, Kathy Bates performs Madame Delphine LaLaurie, a true socialite and serial murderer who set up a prison cell for enslaved people at the Royal Street Mansion in the early 1830s. Folks claim that LaLaurie's victims still disturb the estate. Individuals have reported hearing screams, whimpers, and crying. And some say they have even seen haunting heads in the window frames of the rooms upstairs. Even though the residence has a horrible past, rich and powerful people still buy it. Before it went into foreclosure in 2009, artist Nicolas Cage owned the property. The right is believed to be in the name of a prosperous oil tycoon. Number 1. Joshua Ward House, Salem. This brick house was built in 1784 for a well-known merchant named Joshua Ward. It is located on the same spot where High Sheriff George Corwin once resided. Corwin was a central figure in the Salem witch trials. Corwin was known as the individual who used his cane to pinch Giles Corey in the mouth as he was dying, one of the witches who was killed by having stones piled on his skin. Giles Corey's spirit, the Strangler, who chokes people who visit the house, and the Witch, who was notably caught by an estate agent taking pictures at a Christmas celebration at the estate. Is it a haunted house or photo editing? We'll let you judge. So, that's it for today's video. Would you have the guts to go to any of these locations? Which of these haunted houses would you not dare try to sneak in? Share it in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this one.